Hello and welcome to Education Technology Professionals. My name is Mr. Customite. In today's lesson, I would like to dive into code art. Now, code art is basically a way of creating art by using different lines of code. We're going to do this in code.org by using the artist project. Now, if you guys haven't seen code.org before, I recommend you check it out. Code.org is a website that allows you to use block coding to introduce different programming concepts. We're going to introduce the artist project and then go through a few of the levels on the artist project, and I'm going to have you guys do the rest of them. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's go ahead and find our way over to Google Chrome. Alrighty, I'm going to find my way over to Google Chrome. And then once I'm in Google, I'm going to type in code.org. Now this is code.org here, and we're going to go over to where it says projects. And you'll see a couple different projects. We're looking for the artist project. Awesome. So here is our artist window. This is where we're going to create our art. When we start running it, this will be where we create our art. And this is where we're going to put our different lines of code. Now with code art, we're going to use these different tools here and these different block codes to create different patterns and shapes and art. The first thing I'd like us to do is just to create a box. Now, a box seems really simple, but let's see if we can program the computer to draw the box for us. Let's go back over to code.org. Okay, so here we are in code.org. So to create a box, we're going to have to use our artist here. As you can see, our artist is facing this way. So this is the direction he's going to go when he starts to draw. So we want him to go forward, and then we want him to take a right, and then we want him to go forward again and take another right, go forward again and take another right until we have a box. So let's go ahead and practice that. To start actually drawing, we have to tell this guy exactly what to do. We have to tell him to go forward or turn right or to change the size of the brush. Every little thing we have to tell the computer to do. Otherwise, it won't know. So we're going to say move forward, and then we have to give the amount of pixels. So let's go move forward by 100 pixels. Now you can see over here, he has actually moved forward 100 pixels. Now let's get him to turn right next. Turn right by, now we want to do a square, so we want it to be a 90-degree angle. As you guys can see, you can either drag this and you can turn him like this. You can kind of see him rotating over there. Or you can type in here, 90. Awesome. So now you guys will see he has moved forward, turn right. Now let's just do those same things again. Have him go forward by 100 pixels. Have him turn right by 90 degrees. Have him move forward on pixels, and have him turn right by 90 degrees. Awesome. So once I put this last forward in, we will successfully have made our box. As you guys can see, we have our box over here. So when I go to run, it will successfully draw our box. So that's the basic concept behind code.org's artist project. You have to control your artist to make him draw the things you'd like to draw. As you can see, you have to be very specific. Telling him to go forward by a certain amount of pixels. Telling him to turn right by a certain amount of degrees. Everything has to have parameters and be very specific. So let's go ahead and go back over to code.org and let's actually work on some of the puzzles that code.org has built in for us. So let's go back over to code.org. So here we are in our project window. Now this is how you make your blank project. To go to the puzzles, we're going to go quick at code.org. We're going to go over to learn. We're going to go to K through 5 and course F. And then we're going to go drawing with loops. You can click on this first one, and this will have you watch a video about how exactly it works. It's useful, and I recommend watching it. The second episode, or the second level, has you actually do some of the levels. So let's run through a few of these levels. Hi, I'm an artist. You can write code to make me draw almost anything. Play with play with the blocks in the toolbox to see what they do. So let's go ahead and play with these blocks. I'm going to put set color to purple and move forward by 300 pixels. And then I'm going to use this repeat block here, and I'm going to say turn right by 45 degrees and move forward by 20 degrees. Now, I'm not quite sure what this will do, so let's go ahead and find out. I'm going to press run. So as you guys can see, he started drawing, but he started drawing a little bit off the screen. So I'm going to change this to move forward 20 pixels, and then hopefully we should see what he does. There we go. So he kind of creates a half octagon, it looks like. So once you guys have started to mess with this a little bit, started to use the repeat blocks here and the different things, you can go ahead and press finish. And it'll take you right over to the next episode, or to the next level. So we're going to press continue. And now this is going to have us create a cage for the artist's pet monster. Drag each block onto the screen and have the artist draw over the gray lines in the pictures. Each line is 100 pixels long. Make sure to read these hints and clues up here. It'll tell you some vital information sometimes. For example, now we know that each line is 100 pixels long. So when we say move forward, we're going to make sure it says 100 pixels. So I'm going to say move forward right. I'm going to say move forward and then turn right. And then move forward again. So he should, if I'm not mistaken, he should move forward, turn right, and then move forward again. So let's go ahead and see what happens when I press run. Awesome. So he drew the rest of our box. Let's go to the next one. So this is another video that will explain how to use the looping function, the repeat block here. I recommend watching this video as well. It's very helpful. For this one, we still need to draw another window, another box it looks like. Each side of the inner square is 100 pixels and the angles are 90 degrees. So we're going to say move forward by 100, turn right 90. So when I run that, we can see that he moves forward and turns right, but we're not quite done. We have to move forward, turn right again, and then move forward and turn right again, and then lastly move forward. So now let's see what this looks like. I'm going to actually just follow these different things. So he's going to move forward by 100 pixels, turn right, and then move forward by 100 pixels, and then turn right, and then move forward by 100 pixels, and then turn right, and then move forward 100 pixels. So it looks like we should have our box. Let's see if this works. I'm going to go ahead and press run. And we see that he drew our box successfully and we passed the level. All right, I'm going to do 2 more levels with you guys, and then you guys are going to do the last 3 on your own. Now this one's a little bit trickier because we're no longer making a box, but it looks like we're making a triangle. So let's read the clue up here. Finish Starla's rocket so he can chase her pet. Each side of the triangle is 100 pixels long and has 120 outer angles. So that means that the angles here are 120 degrees. So when we're turning, we want to turn 120 degrees. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. First, we're going to tell him to go forward and then turn. This time he's actually going to turn left. So turn left by 120 degrees. And then we're going to be here, so we're going to go forward again and turn left. And then last time, we're going to go forward one last time and then turn left again. Oh, actually, I think that we don't even need this last left. Okay, so let's run through this in my head again. So we're going to go forward 100 pixels. We're going to turn 120 degrees. We're going to go forward 100 pixels. We're going to turn 120 degrees, and then we're going to go forward again. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this should create a triangle. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and press run. Awesome. So we successfully created our triangle. Let's go ahead and do our last level for today. You guys can do the rest. Now this is a challenge puzzle. This one is a little bit harder and it's supposed to be. You can skip it if you'd like, but I'd like to show you guys how to do it. So I'm gonna press I'm ready. Okay, so can you figure out how to draw this outline? Let's read the clue. The long side is 150 pixels and each of the short sides is 75 pixels. So let's see what they mean by the long side. It looks like the long side is this long part here. So they're saying that this is 150 pixels. Sorry, my handwriting isn't very good. And then they said that this here, this short side, is 75 pixels. Okay, so let's see what we can do about this. We're going to go forward, and we're going to go forward 150 pixels. So I'm going to change this to 150. And then we're going to turn right. But as you guys can see, if I turn right 90, watch what happens. When I turn right 90 degrees, it looks like he just turns straight down here, right? He's going to go straight this way. We don't really want that. We want him to make a more gentle angle going this way, right? We want him to follow the outline. So instead of going 90 degrees, let's try 45 degrees. So not like this, but like that. 45 degrees. And then let's have him go forward by not 150, but 75 this time. Now this one's really tricky, so let's go ahead and run it to see what happens, and then we can debug it as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. Awesome. So we can see that right here he went forward and he started to follow this path. So we're on the right track. Let's go ahead and continue. He is going to turn right again, but this time he's actually going to turn right 90 degrees. If you guys see, this is a right angle right here. A right angle is something that is inside of a square. A square has 4 different right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you guys see over here, this is kind of half of a square. We have this is our half of a square. If I created the other half, it would look like that. So right over here, this means that this angle here, that's a 90-degree angle. So we're going to have him turn right by 90 degrees and then go forward by 75 pixels again. So let's see what happens. Run. Awesome. So now we just have to have him turn and go on this straightaway. So we're going to say turn right by 45 degrees again. And then move forward 150 pixels. Awesome. So we're very close. We just need to get these last 2 turns. So we're going to have him turn right by about 45 degrees. Go ahead and do this side. And then turn right 90 degrees and do this side, both of which are 75 pixels. So let's do that real quick. Turn right by 45 degrees and forward by 75 pixels. And then turn right by 90 degrees and forward 75 pixels again. So let's go ahead and run this and see what happens. Awesome. So we successfully outlined our shape and beat the level. I'm going to go to try again really quick just to show you guys something. Okay, so we had used all of these different blocks of code to get what we wanted to get, but there is actually an easier way to do this. By using this repeat block, we can repeat some of the things that we did over and over again without actually having to put them in here. So we went forward and then right, and then forward and then right, and then forward, right. If you wanted, you could repeat all of that, and it'll draw the shape multiple times. So now it's going to draw the shape over and over again. So when you guys are doing this, try to use the repeat block. Now the repeat block is a lot of fun and also very useful to programmers. A lot of the time, instead of doing something over and over again, you can just tell the repeat block to do it and it'll do it for you. So it's faster and it's fun, so I recommend trying to use the repeat block. Okay, so that's pretty much all for today. Just to recap on what we did, we've gone over the Code.org artist project, how that works, what that looks like, and we had gone over a few of the levels here. go ahead and do the next few levels and let me know how it goes. Looking forward to doing more of this in the future. Hope you guys have been safe and well. Again, this has been Education Technology Professionals. My name is Mr. Customizing. Have a lovely day.